We're here to officially announce that WFG is bringing dreams back. And we're not doing it for just the ultra-wealthy like others are. We're doing it for everyone, every age, every background, every gender, every experience level. Whoever you are, we're here to help you. And help starts with a financial education. When people know how money really works, they can reduce debt and enjoy the confidence that comes from knowing their families are protected financially. They can discover the excitement that comes from a solid strategy to save for the future and the hope that one day they might become financially independent. But we don't stop there. We open the door to anyone to become a business owner and be part of our mission to help others. We don't want anyone to shrink the size of their dreams to fit the size of their opportunity. That's why there's no limit to how many people can reach our top promotion levels. And that's why we don't put any limits on how much you can earn with us. Success is not reserved for a few. It's offered to anyone willing to learn, work hard, and grow. We believe anyone with the right support can transition from where they are today as someone's employee to where they could be tomorrow as an entrepreneur who owns their future. If you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to help build theirs. When you know how to protect your family financially, when you take control of your money, when you're enabled to succeed, an amazing thing happens. Dreams are all you want to talk about. If you still have dreams, start here.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's historic call. It is a pleasure to be here with all of you. I can see that we have attendees joining us from all across the nation, all 50 states. Several thousand of you have taken time to be here with us tonight, and we welcome you. Do me a favor, grab a notebook, grab a pen, grab your loved ones. You are in for an absolute treat. My name is Caitlin Groshong. I've been proudly building my business the last decade alongside with my fiance. And because of this amazing company, I've been able to go from a young lady to a mature woman. I was a waitress and a student when I started here, earning about $25,000 a year in income. And now because of the business we've built, we earn no less than $25,000 every single month. And this company gave us a platform to turn our annual income into our monthly income. And I'll tell you what, about 40 years ago, a group of individuals had the vision to create the best and most powerful financial services company in the marketplace. And at that time, it seemed like an impossible task, given the fact there were several thousand companies already in existence. However, I'm proud to announce today we are recognized in the top 1% of all broker-dealers based on rep size in North America. And I don't say that to impress you, but rather to impress upon you how fast our company is growing and the tremendous business opportunities that exist within our firm. And our company was founded by real people for the needs of real people. And to share with you our company's story, we have a legend in the industry that we're so grateful he was able to take time away from his family and his business to be here with us tonight. He has not only been so inspirational and influential in mine and my fiance's life and business, but he's actually been influential in the lives of hundreds of thousands. He's actually accomplished feats that many have deemed to be impossible. He's the youngest and fastest to shatter every single record, not just within our company, but industry-wide. He's been in Forbes magazine, in Fortune magazine, on the cover of Finance magazine. And because of his passion, he and his organization have developed leaders, brokers, offices all throughout North America. And together as an organization, we help hundreds of thousands of clients every single year. And because of his success, he's earned a multi-millions of dollars in income throughout his career and every single year. But I'll tell you what, he's not just successful in business, he is successful in life. He's a great man of faith, a devoted husband to his gorgeous wife, Sandra. Together, they have 4 beautiful kids, and he and his wife have made it their life's mission to help people go from good to great. So please help me welcome and introduce the MVP in all of World Financial Group, our field chairman, Mr. Eric Olson.
All right. Hey, Caitlin, can you hear me? All right.
Yes, Eric, loud and clear.
Good stuff. Thank you so much for that introduction. I really appreciate it. And you did an awesome job. And welcome to everybody here tonight, this nationwide Zoom webinar. And I've heard a lot of good things about a lot of you here tonight. I wish I could see all of your faces, but again, my name's Eric Olson, and it's an honor and a privilege to speak to all of you here tonight. You know, I first heard this presentation about 17 years ago, and I was only 21 years old, and I heard this information, and I thought I was doing my friend a favor by listening to the presentation, and I realized at the end of the presentation is they were trying to do me a favor. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about who we are as a company, how we help our clients, how we're helping families, and number 3, our compensation package and how we get paid. So I'm excited to speak with you here today. I only have 28 minutes, so we're going to keep it short and sweet. So we'll go ahead and start with my presentation here this evening. And I'd like you to listen tonight with an open mind and an open heart, and hopefully I can say something that helps you out, and hopefully you can learn something here this evening. I know it's kind of crazy times out there nowadays with a legend like Kobe Bryant just passing away, but guess what? Everybody's thinking about protecting their families now, and I know this coronavirus is going around, and guess what? A lot of people are thinking about making sure their health is protected. And then the stock market is volatile, going up and down. And you know what? We're helping people with guarantees on their money. And then a lot of people, about 40 million people, just claimed unemployment. And we have an incredible business opportunity to share with all of you. So that is our Transamerica building in downtown San Francisco, the big pointy building in the financial district. And I actually live in the San Francisco Bay Area, specifically San Jose, California, which is the Silicon Valley. So I hope you've seen our building in commercials or movies or things like that. You know, this was me when I started. Again, someone introduced me to this company, 21 years old. I'm a big guy. I used to play college football at San Jose State. I was on a full scholarship, Division I. My dream was to play in the NFL. But then a mentor of mine told me, do you know what the NFL stands for? I said, yeah, of course. It's National Football League. And they said, no, 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 it's not for long. The average NFL player only lasts a couple years and then they're done. And then a lot of them are claiming bankruptcy because they never learned about money. So I'm so excited, so blessed that a guy like me got introduced to this financial firm, and this changed my entire life forever. You know, a little bit about our strength and our credibility of our company. We are owned by a company called Aegon. Aegon's been in business for 160 years. Aegon has over $500 billion in assets. Aegon bought a company called Transamerica, which has been around for over 100 years. That's our building again, pointy building in San Francisco. And then Transamerica bought a company called World Financial Group, and they're out of Atlanta, Georgia, and they're our marketing division. And then Pinnacle is my agency. I'm the founder, the owner, the CEO of Pinnacle. Our organization is in all 50 states and 3 countries right now, in Canada and Puerto Rico and all 50 states. And we're doing big things right now. We're the fastest growing leadership financial company right now in the nation, doing big things, all right? So, you know, we work with all the top A-rated companies: Transamerica, Pacific Life, Prudential, Franklin Templeton, Allianz, Athene, Nationwide. They're on your side, right? You've heard of some of these companies. They're all A-rated. So we're a broker and we're a non-captive agency. So we actually work for our clients, and we represent our clients to the different companies instead of just representing our company to the client. We only work with A-rated companies. We don't have any competition because we offer everybody else's products, all right? You know, some of the financial services we provide, we call this our money menu. So we do 401k rollovers, IRAs, life insurance, long-term care, college plans, IULs, FIAs, executive bonus plans for business owners, legacy plans, wills, trusts, and much, much more. So basically, everything that has to do with money, we're able to do. And I have all my licenses to offer all these different products to different clients. But again, we represent our clients to the different companies instead of representing the companies to the client. And that's where we differentiate ourselves. We consider ourselves financial professionals, not financial advisors, because we actually have the client's best interest in mind. You know, our mission statement of our company is called No Family Left Behind. You know, my parents never had any money. My grandparents never really had any money. And, you know, I don't come from a rich family. So you know what? I made a decision that that rich family had to come from me. I have a wonderful wife who runs my operations of our business here. We have 4 wonderful children, and we are passionate about this motto of our company called No Family Left Behind, because most people, they don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. So someone asked me, Eric, what do you guys actually do at your company? I said, well, obviously we do financial services. We're helping families achieve financial independence. But to make it very simple is we show the 95% of the world, the middle America, we show them what the wealthy people do with their money. So let me ask you a question. If we could show you what wealthy people do with their money, would that be something of interest to you, right? Probably. And then the best part about it is we do it for free. No charge, no obligation. We don't charge you any fees, anything like that. We actually are about world-class financial education. So this is not sales, this is financial education. And let me tell you why I'm so passionate about what I do. These are my grandparents. My grandparents from Detroit, Michigan. They had 17 children, 17 kids. So I guess there was no TVs back then, right? There's nothing else to do. Some of you will get that later. But my mom was one of those 17 children. And my grandfather, he was a great man. But you know what? He didn't have the right plan. And he had a term life insurance policy, and he paid into this policy every single month and every single year for 30 years. And then guess what? His life insurance policy expired. And then 7 months later, unfortunately, he passed away. So he left my grandmother and 17 kids with no life insurance. And that just devastated our family. All 17 kids had to move to 11 different states. My mother was 15 years old, drove across the country to California, where we live here today. So you know what? My grandpa, he was a great man. He just didn't have a plan. You know, and that's why I'm so passionate about what I do. I've dedicated the rest of my life to helping others get ahead financially, because my family was left behind, and I want to make sure no other families get left behind. By the way, I was an introvert before I started this business. I was shy before I started this business, believe it or not, but they said an introvert is an introvert until they find their passion. And when this happened to my grandparents, man, that passion just lit inside me, that fire lit inside me. I said, you know what? I'm not going to rest until we help as many families as we possibly can. So let me teach you something that's very powerful. This is called the Rule of 72. A very smart man named Albert Einstein invented this rule. And I'm going to talk to you about the 3 rules of money real quick. You know, I played sports my entire life: football, basketball, baseball, wrestling, track and field. So you know what? I know the rules of sports, but I didn't know the rules of the money game. And that's very common. Most people, they know how to make a paycheck, but they don't know what to do with the paycheck after they make it. So I'm going to teach you these 3 rules of money, and I want you to listen very intently because these are powerful. This first rule is compound interest. And they say people that know this rule, they're earning all the interest, but people that don't know this rule, they're paying the interest. So the way the rule of 72 works is you take the number 72, you divide it by the interest rate you get on your money, and that's how long in years it takes for your money to double. So we get a paycheck, what do we do with it? We put it in the bank, right? what is the bank giving us on our money? Like 0.0001. So you take 72 divided by 0.01, that means your money doubles every 720 years. So if your name's not Moses or Abraham, like back in the Bible days, you're probably not going to see any of that money, right? But let's give the bank the benefit of the doubt. Let's say the bank gives you 1% on your money, like a CD. 72 divided by 1%, your money doubles every 72 years. So let's take Caitlin as an example, who introduced me earlier. Caitlin's 29 years old. She puts $10,000 in the bank. 72 divided by 1%, your money doubles every 72 years. Now you're 101 and you have $20,000. Is that enough to retire? Not at all. But look, if you got 4% or 6% or 12%, obviously a lot better. Let's say 12%. 72 divided by 12%, your money doubles now every 6 years. So the same 29-year-old with $10,000 initial investment, now at age 71, when they're about to retire, they now have $1,280,000 in retirement. So let me ask you a question. Would you rather put your money in the bank and get 0 to 1%? Would you rather put your money where the bank puts their money and get 6 to 12%? And that's what we teach people how to do. A lot of our clients have been averaging 6 to 12% these last 17 years that I have been doing this business. All right. So our goal for all of our clients is to have them have $1 million worth of legacy for their family, and then have $1 million in retirement as well. But not just $1 million sitting there. Let me give you the next rule. The next rule is how money grows. So there's 3 different ways for your money to grow. This is the second rule of money, okay? So there's fixed, variable, or indexed. So just by looking at that, what looks better? Probably indexed, right? Would you agree? So fixed, you're not going to lose any money, but you're not going to make any money. Variable is up and down, kind of like a roller coaster or EKG heart attack, right? And especially right now in these volatile times. A lot of people's 401ks are now 201ks because they just lost half their money. You know, if you Google variable, the definition of variable is unstable, unreliable, and unpredictable. So I asked my clients, I said, hey, what if you're going to buy a car? And they said, oh, by the way, it's unreliable, unstable, and unpredictable. Would you buy that car? Of course not. So why would you have your investment account in a variable product, right? And then there's indexed. Indexed is the hybrid of the fixed and variable. So what's the good thing about fixed is you can't lose any money. What's the good thing about variable is you can make a bunch of money. So with indexed accounts, I call that the stairway to heaven. You get the upside potential of the market with none of the downside risk. So just by looking at that, how would you like your money to grow? Obviously indexed, but most people don't know about indexed. We have different licenses that most people don't have, and that's why you probably have never heard about it. All right. So the last rule of money is how money gets taxed. So there's 3 ways for your money to get taxed. You can be taxed now, later, or you can have tax advantage. What sounds better? Obviously, I'd love to have some tax advantages. You know, tax now, you're going to be taxed every year at the end of the year on your money. Tax later, you're not going to be taxed now, but you are going to be taxed later. And then tax advantage is you could take all your money out tax free. So if you were a farmer and you were planting a bunch of seeds, let me ask you, would you rather be taxed on the huge harvest of seeds at the end? Or would you rather be taxed on the initial seed? I'd rather be taxed on the initial seed. I'd rather be taxed on my little $200, $300, $400, $500 a month instead of my $500,000 when I retire. But the government is smart. They call a 401k a government qualified plan for a reason, because it benefits the government. They said, we're not going to tax you now, but we're going to tax you later. And we're going to tax you on your big lump sum, your big $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in your 401k and your IRA at the end. But tax advantage is we're going to tax you on your seed and not your harvest. So those are the 3 rules of money. The rule of 72, how compound interest can work for you or work against you, how money grows, and we recommend indexed, and then how money gets taxed, and we recommend obviously getting some tax advantages for you. So let me ask you a question. If we can help you get $1 million for your family with legacy when you retire, and then $1 million in retirement separate, but then not just have $1 million, but have guarantees you'll never lose money, have a guaranteed pension for life, and we'll make sure we don't charge you any fees, and you could take all the money out tax-free. Would that be something that you want to learn more about? I mean, obviously, of course, kind of a no-brainer. You know, I didn't know all this stuff when I first started in this business. So what we do, we don't sell anything. Again, this is financial education. But what we do is we do a financial needs analysis. And there's a 6-step approach on helping someone achieve financial independence. So step 1 is we show people how to increase their cash flow and make more money. And I'm going to talk about that here in a couple minutes. Step 2 is help people with college plans. My 4 kids have a special college plan. It's called the Rockefeller College Account. Would you like to know more about that? The Rockefellers are multi-billionaires, so that's probably a good thing to look into if you have kids or nephews or grandkids. And then there's an emergency fund. You know, most people, they don't have emergency funds, and we've seen that the last couple months being quarantined and with this crazy virus going around, most people didn't save enough money. You know, every other business, they're trying to make you spend your money. All we're trying to do is help you save your money. Number 4 is proper protection. We want to make sure families are protected. What are the most important things in people's lives? Family, health, their business, their money, and that's what we do. We protect people's families, we protect people's health, we protect people's businesses, and we protect people's money. So those are the 4 most important things in people's lives outside of their own faith, of course. Step 5, we help you build your wealth by saving and investing your money. And then step 6, we help you preserve your wealth. Because I know a lot of you have worked very hard for your money. Isn't it about time for your money to work hard for you? So out of all these 6 steps, if not all of them, what would you say is most important to you and your family at this time? When I first saw this, I said, you know what? Building wealth is very important. Setting up an emergency fund is very important. And increasing my cash flow is very, very important. So who would say increasing their cash flow is important to them? Yes? All right, so let's talk about that. Would you agree that timing is everything? It's all about being at the right place at the right time. So we are in financial services, and there's someone called the baby boomers. Have you guys heard of the baby boomers? There are 78 million people all retiring at the exact same time. And it's only 9.5 years left until 2030. 78 million baby boomers retiring, and these baby boomers are transferring over approximately $60 trillion in wealth. So it's the biggest wealth transfer happening in the history of America going on right now. And every single industry that these baby boomers touched absolutely exploded, from baby food to toys to fast food to cars to real estate, and now it's retirement. And we are the only company helping the middle class people with their retirement, with their finances, and we're not charging them anything to do it. So not only are all these baby boomers retiring, but guess what? All the financial advisors, all the financial professionals are also retiring. So we are in a huge expansion phase right now, and we're looking for good people. And that's why probably someone invited you to watch this Zoom today, because guess what? You could do this. Have you ever thought about starting your own business? Have you ever thought about being an entrepreneur? Because here in our company, we're not employees. We're not W-2s. We're not trying to hire you. This is not a job. This is a business, right? Have you ever thought about being an entrepreneur and running your own business and becoming a business owner? Because there's only 2 types of people in this world. There's entrepreneurs, and then there's people that work for entrepreneurs. So here in our company, if you qualify to work with our financial firm, by the way, financial services is the #1 highest paid industry in the world. Doesn't it make sense? If you work with money, you're probably going to make money. If you help people with their money, you could probably make a lot of money as well. Absolutely. So we believe we are the best business platform in the world. So you'd be an entrepreneur, a business owner, self-employed, independent contractor, 1099, no taxes taken out of your check. Here's 30 benefits just by working with our company. And you could even do this part-time. You could do this from home. This could be your home-based business. We're doing this on Zoom now. So imagine starting your own business, but having these benefits. You don't have to hire employees. There's no employees, no inventory, no workman's comp, no payroll, no overhead, no cold calling. My payroll the last 12 months was about $50 million to my agency, and I didn't even have to pay payroll. Pretty awesome. There's no cold calling, no flyers on doorsteps, no boss, because nobody wants a boss, right? If you spell boss backwards, what does that spell? Double S-O-B. Nobody wants one of those. There's no quotas. There's no discrimination. We believe the least important part about your life is your past. It doesn't matter where you've been. All that matters is where you're going. There's no liabilities, no experience necessary, no glass ceiling, no HR department, no theft, no politics, no set schedule, no lease to sign, no territorial limits. You can do this business in all 50 states and Canada and Puerto Rico. No big upfront cost to get started. All you got to do is get your business code number, and that's a one-time initial investment of only $100. And then you got to get your license with the state. We help you get your life insurance license with whatever state you're in. And just by getting that license, you can now offer indexed accounts. You can now offer protection for people's families and health and business and money and all that good stuff. So a friend of mine, he opened up a State Farm agency. And I said, how much did it cost you to start up your State Farm agency? He said, it cost me $100,000. I said, wow. I said, man, you got to come in business with me. He said, oh, how much is it to come in business with you to start your own business there? I said, yeah, it's about 100. He said, it's $100,000, same thing as State Farm. I said, no, not 100,000. It's $100. That's it. One-time initial investment of $100, and you could start your own financial business. He said, no way. I said, no, seriously. He said, what? And so guess what? He came in business with us. And listen to this. You get paid twice a week here in our company, every Tuesday, every Friday. And you get residual income and trail income and renewal income and 1099 income, no taxes taken out of your check, passive income, bonus pools, advances up front, unlimited income potential, an ownership program. So, hey, you're going to work hard, but you might as well work hard in a company where you actually own it, where you can pass it on to your family at a later date, or you can sell the business at a later date. Isn't that awesome? So out of all these 30 benefits, right, would you consider opening up a part-time business? Absolutely. Here in our company, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We'll train you, we'll help you, we'll coach you, we'll mentor you, we'll develop you, we'll teach you the ropes. Caitlin was a waitress, I was a football player, and now we're both very successful. If we can do it, you can do it. Oh, by the way, go ahead and tell me all the 30 benefits of your current job, right? Probably not. Okay, good stuff. So, we have world-class compensation. Again, we're in the money business, financial services, #1 highest paid industry in the world. We have world-class compensation. Something that's very trendy nowadays is people getting multiple streams of income. So you could start a business with us, we'll help you, and you have 5 different streams of income right off the bat. You'll get personal income by helping clients. You'll get agency income by growing your agency. You'll get expansion income by opening up new locations. You get bonus income as a broker, and then you get reoccurring residual income. So we are an agency model business. We have brokers and we have agents, similar to real estate or similar to mortgages. However, we actually get residual income here in our company. So an agency model has brokers and has agents. So as an agent, if you start part-time with us, there's no risk involved. We'll train you from A to Z. All you got to do is get your license with the state, pass a background check, and an average licensed agent part-time makes an extra $1,000 a week, an extra $4,300 a month, an extra $51,000 a year. Part-time, that's not bad. But we want to help you become a broker. So as a senior marketing director, we train you, you train 5 people. Okay, one more time. You start with us part-time, we train you, you become a broker within about 3 to 6 to 9 months. We train you, you train 5 people. Look at what you're making. You're making about $24,000 a month, about $293,000 a year. And that's what Caitlin makes. Actually, Caitlin makes a little bit more than that. Pretty awesome. And then there's all these different positions you could be at, CEO, executive vice chairman. My goal this year is to make over $10 million, to make an 8-figure income. You know, I've been very blessed. I've been making a 7-figure income or multiple 7-figure income for the last 12 years in a row. In my early 20s, I became a millionaire. I'm getting old now. I just turned 38 years old, but this company paid me well over $6 million in the last 12 months. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, right. Well, guess what? The dream is real. Let me just show you this real quick. My wife and I made over $500,000 in March, $644,000 in April, and $813,000 in May. Isn't that crazy? Where most people are hurting, they're in quarantine, they're unemployed, they're furloughed. Our business is exploding. We're doing better now than we've ever done. In the last 2 months, we made almost $1.5 million. The last 3 months, we made almost $2 million. Isn't that crazy, right? If I can do it, you can do it. But better yet, I'll teach you how to do it. By the way, I didn't have any experience in financial services. I'm not very good at math. I didn't have any experience as an entrepreneur. I don't have a college degree. I was shy when I started. Are you kidding me? If I can do it, you can do it. I'm just passionate about helping families. And the good news about our company, the more families you help, the more money you make, and then everybody wins. But again, we don't take money out of our clients' pockets. The companies pay us to help the clients out. So what if I showed you how to make $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 a month? Would that be something you'd be interested in? Of course, right? Absolutely. They say if you want to be a millionaire, you find a millionaire, do exactly what that person's done, and if that person's willing to help you, you'll be next. So here's some of the people in my organization that I've helped that are my top leaders, my top brokers, the most successful people in our Pinnacle organization. All these people that you're seeing here make over $400,000 a year or more. They're doing amazing. I'm so proud of them. Look at us. We're like the United Nations, all different backgrounds, different demographics, different geographics, different age groups, genders, nationalities, religion. Again, we don't discriminate here. You notice how most of them are couples. I'm in business with my wife. Most of these people are in business with their spouse, and because we're running a business, right? How would you like to fire your boss and start your own business and be in business with your family? This is our Pinnacle Executive Leadership Council. Every single one of these people are now very successful, making anywhere from $400,000 a year to $6+ million a year. Pretty awesome. By the way, we saved a little room for your picture for next time. All right, is that a deal? All right, so we have a lot of fun around here. We say help people, make big money, have fun, travel the world. So we do a lot of trips. We did Hawaii in February. We're doing Cancun next month in July. We're doing Ireland in September. We give out rings and watches and plaques and swords and trophies and incentives and all this stuff. You know, my wife and I and our team, we've been MVP of the entire company 4 out of the last 5 years, the last 2 years in a row. And we don't say that's most valuable player, not just me, it's most valuable people. We have an incredible organization, right? We have a $5 million villa in the Caribbean that we have access to. We believe that givers gain. We're helping different charities and different organizations all across the country. Because we've been blessed, we want to be a blessing to others, okay? So our company's huge. WFG has over 42,000 licensed agents. We've helped over 4.2 million families. We've had an increase of over 7% year after year. When most CEOs are stepping down, we're stepping up. When most people are laying people off, we're actually looking for good people. We have almost 100 people making a 7-figure or even 8-figure income. We work with over 77 different companies. We offer over 100 different products. We have 259 home office employees that work with us and for us in Georgia and Florida and all over. And our company, WFG, paid out $845 million in compensation to our field force last year in 2019. This year in 2020, our goal is to pay out $1 billion to our agents. Would you like your unfair share of that? Absolutely. So in closing here, my question to you is, where do you see yourself starting out? We have 4 options. Maybe you'd like to become a client. If we can help improve your family's financial situation, would you allow us to? We can get you a free financial plan. Maybe you'd like to refer us people. We have something called a revenue sharing program. You get a license with your state and we can legally split compensation with you. You refer us people, we give you 50% of the deal. I called my buddy Jeff, who lives in Florida. I said, hey, Jeff, I know you do real estate mortgages. You got to refer me some people. I can help them with their finances. He said, man, I'm not interested. I said, no, all you got to do is get your license. It's super easy. You can get it in a couple weeks and I'll help the client. You don't have to do any work and I'll give you 50%. He said, deal. His first referral check was his sister. We helped her roll over her 401k. His first referral check was $7,500. He said, oh my gosh, I thought you were going to give me a Starbucks gift card or like a Jamba Juice gift card. I said, no, man, this is big money. We do the work. You share 50% of the revenue. He loves it. So then he came part-time. Option 3, come part-time. No risk involved. Keep your full-time job. Keep doing what you're doing. You get licensed with your state. We train you from A to Z. You make your own schedule. You become your own boss. And now that you're a business owner with our company, you enjoy all the tax benefits of being self-employed. Isn't that awesome? And then what most people do is they're part-time with us for about 3 to 6 to 9 months, and they start making more money with our company part-time than they are full-time at their job. So then they fire their boss and they come full-time with us. And as a full-time, we help you become a senior broker. We help you run your own show, open up your own office. And guess what? The rest is history. So let me ask you, where do you see yourself starting out? By the way, this was pretty good information today. I hope you would agree, but guess what? Knowledge is not power unless it's applied. So one of my heroes, Dr. Martin Luther King, we could take off my PowerPoint now. Dr. Martin Luther King said the average person dies around age 18 to 21. They just don't get around to burying them until they're 75 or 80. You know what that means? Their dreams die. So guess what? This is a chance for you to dream again. This is a chance for you to change your last name forever. You're probably like me. You didn't come from a rich family, but guess what? That rich family can come from you. Let me share with you our vision. Our vision for Pinnacle is to have 250,000 licensed agents across the entire nation. We're going to develop 1,000 people to become millionaires. We want you to be one of them. We're going to help 10 million families become financially independent as our clients. And we're going to become the #1 leadership financial company in the world. And if you don't believe me, just watch. It's going to happen. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation here tonight. And I'm going to pass it over to Caitlin here this evening. Thank you.
Wow, what an incredible message. Oh my goodness, I wish I could start all over in my business. The opportunity is now. And question, wasn't that amazing? Wasn't that incredible? We want to hear from you. What was your favorite part? And, you know, just like if we were going to drive from California to New York with our GPS turned on, why not have a GPS to map you to where you want to be financially? And everyone on this call qualifies for option 1 at a minimum. But also, just like we wouldn't drive that car without a spare tire in the back, Eric just presented 3 incredible ways to put a spare tire on our income options 2 through 4. So we want to hear from you. Let's take action. Do me a favor, reach out to the person that invited you and let them know which option you see yourself starting out at. And we look forward to hearing from you. God bless. Have a beautiful evening. Stay safe. And thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Good evening.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Welcome to the good life.
And after all the talk, all I gotta say is
welcome to the good life.
You're welcome. You're all welcome. Like we always do at this time. I go for mine. I got to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. Go for mine. I got to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky.
I'm gonna get on the TV, mama. I'ma push it down.
Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to the good life. What is a sale? Won't even get pulled over in they new V. The good life. Let's go on a living spree. They say the best things in life are free. The good life. It feel like Atlanta. It feel like LA. It feel like Miami. It feel like NY. Summertime shy.
Now throw your hands up in the sky.
So I roll through good. Y'all pop the trunk. I pop the hood. Ferrari. And she got the goods. And she got that. I got to look sorry. Yo, it's got to be, cause I'm seasoned. Haters give me them salty looks. Lowry's 50 told me, go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, to let them hate and watch the money pile up. It's like, I go for mine, I got to shine.
Now throw your hands up in the sky.
I go for mine, I got to shine.
Now throw your hands up in the sky. I'ma get on the TV, mama. I'ma push it down.
Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to the good life. Where we like the girls who ain't on TV, cause they got more
than the models.
The good life, so keep it coming with the bottles. So she feel booze like she bombed at Apollo. The good life, it feel like Houston, it feel like Philly, it feel like DC, it feel like VA or the Bay or yay. Hey, this is the good life. Homie, tell me what's good. Why I only got a problem when you in the hood?
Welcome to the good life.
Like I'm new in the hood. The only thing I wish
it.
Welcome to the good life.
He probably think he could, but I don't think he should.
Welcome to the good life.
50 told me, go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, to let them hate and watch the money pile up. The good life, I go for mine. Yeah, I got to shine.
Now throw your hands up in the sky.
I go for mine, I got to shine.
Now throw your hands up in the sky. I'ma get on the TV, mama. I'ma push it down.
Hey, 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 hey. Have you ever popped champagne on a plane? While getting some, she said I never seen snakes on a plane. Whether you broke or rich, you gotta get this. Having money's that everything that having it is. I was splurging on trips, but when I get my card back activated, I'm back to Vegas. Cause I always had a passion for flashing. Before I had it, I closed my eyes and imagined the good life.
Better than the life I lived when I thought that I was gonna go crazy. And now my grandmama ain't the only girl calling me baby.